blue.
Did you say My Blue, like the first My Blue disposable?
Yep.
Well, you know what? That technically wasn't a disposable. I don't know what the hell it is anymore.
God damn this piece of shit! If it broke.
You know what? This is what sucks. I'm trying to start a damn show, and this son bitch is digging around in a toy box like he's a kid looking for his little lost G.I. Joes or some shit like that.
G.I. Joe.
You should have had this shit knocked out before this prestigious show gets cranked up.
I kind of lost my voice choking on my own spit earlier.
Don't you hate when that shit happens too?
He said.
Kind of makes you feel like a 2-year-old doing that shit. Boy, folks, I know y'all have seen this title right here, and y'all are probably wondering, what in the hell is this man thinking? We're about to talk about it. We are definitely about to talk about this shit. And a whole lot of other shit, man. I don't know what Mark brings y'all night after night on his show, but this show right here gives you the hardcore facts. It brings it to you in your face. Any damn day, I got folks laughing at me, so maybe that wasn't the case. But it must be time to lift this curtain. So let's go ahead and do this, because these folks want to see the smoothest transition in anything in this world. It ain't even a show any damn more. It's just the smoothest transition. So here we go, folks.
Let's go. Here we go.
Yeah. What is going on, folks? It is the True Line Show, because we are a pack of True Line folks on here. We are at show number 371, which means the countdown is getting close, folks. We are almost there. When we hit show number 376, I'm thinking about doing like a rebel flag on the front for a thumbnail with the Duke boys jumping a ramp and all kind of other stuff. And YouTube will probably put it down since I've put a Confederate flag up there. But anyway, I hope everybody out there is having themselves a good Tuesday. I guess it's Tuesday. Hell, I don't even know what day it is anymore. I'm assuming it's Tuesday. But we got the whole crew here. We got Mike back from his prestige vacation that we'll let him discuss.
It was an eye-opening vacation.
He had an eye-opening experience. So with that being said, let's get these fabulous buffets out the way. Take it away, Mark.
All right. The whatever the fuck it's called from Geek Vape with the whatever tank it is from
It's
Horizon.
the same freaking mod it's been for the past 20 years.
I've been calling it the Aegis, but I don't think it's called the Aegis.
Oh, you're not even supposed to show that.
He's been showing it for weeks now.
I know, yes. You know, the funny part was the Caliber Next. Hey, that Caliber Next video, they told you it's supposed to be released on the 14th of this month.
I checked my emails because I noticed no one did a video on it. So I checked my last email from you, and they never said release it on a certain date. So I'm like,
anyway, go.
No, yeah. So this thing that I'm not supposed to show with this tank from Horizon Tech, it's got the it's got an A in front of it, and we got this juice. Here we go.
Yeah.
The Uno. They're pods. Oh shit! Do I have any disposables? No, I don't. I got another. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show this one either, but
It doesn't matter.
Where'd it go?
Dude, if you've been paid for this shit already, who cares? Go ahead.
Actually, technically no, but there we go.
Okay, well, you might want to hold off.
And what's in there? Same juice. That's it. And sponsored by Vitamin Water. Thank you. Lay off the soda and drink something that only has 60 grams of sugar per bottle.
God damn, that's a lot of sugar.
Take it away, Stefan.
Oh, you decided to throw it to me this week, huh?
Or whoever the fuck wants to take it.
You did it correct.
I'll do that.
What's going on, everyone? I've got the Eclipse Dual on the Clutch X18. In there, I've got some Pistachio Delight. I've got the Dreadnought V2 on top of the Boxer. And in there, I've got some of this delicious Deep Cuts Apple Psycho Cooler. And I'm still using and enjoying the Stubby. In there, I've got some strawberry something. That's what I've got. Take it away, Mike.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm vaping on Boxer 21700 with the Clips Dual. We got Joe Mother Effin Turner's Love Juice inside that. I'm also vaping on the same thing Mark is, the big boy over
Damn.
here. I got the Blaze on top, Blaze RTA. Inside the Blaze, we got some circus patches inside there, Cloud Candy. Vaping on that. What else are we vaping on? We got the same. Is it the same liquid? No, I think I have a decked inside here. We got the Boxer and I got the Psych or the Sick. People saying that the bridge in here is called Sick, not Psych. I'm calling it Psych.
That's sick.
Like it sounds better to me. Thank you. Eclipse bridge. I have no clue. So I have no clue. Anyway, we have the Voopoo thingy here. This is the H80S drag thing. Vaping on that. Also got decked inside here. What else, Mike? I got some pods laying around too. We got the Caliburn X right over here. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm vaping on, right? Yeah, that's it. ST?
Well, tonight, I'll just pretend I'm vaping the Boxer Burrow, and in that, since I still have it sitting on my desk, I'm using Shooter Lube through that one right there. It's pretty good stuff. It's got a good, nice flavor. Kind of harsh, but also the Boxer side-by-side with the Intake MTL from Mr. Mike Vapes over there. And my A2S. Y'all thought I was fucking with y'all, but I'm still rocking this Joker, and it's like my thing right now. So there you go.
Yeah.
And in that,
Oh.
I got a little naked going on. I mean, we like to get naked, so I got naked rolling in that. And then I've got like, I got 50 bottles of those patches right here. So,
The Naked's the Nixol, right?
No.
Oh, it's not?
Now, we kind of went back and forth on this, but I think some things that Naked have might be Nick salts, but this particular one is not. It's just 12 milligram.
Is it the, what the fuck is this? This Naked? Like, isn't this Nick Salt, right?
No, it's this one. This is like when you see on the front where it just says 12 milligram in the little triangle. This is like when the shit first came out.
Oh, yeah, Lava Flow.
But it's up to date. So,
Right.
But Mike, what was you fixing to say unless you forgot already?
Oh, Kevin says that this is a Boxer infomercial.
Yes.
Yes. And
Thanks for stating that.
We've got more to come on that, so
Yep.
you should hang out a bit. But anyway. So what's happening, guys? Oh, well, I mean, let me get my little bit of shit talking out the way, or not shit talking, but just my talking out the way. So first off, real quick, my good Mr. friend down here, Mr. Stefan Garlington, hit me up today because I kind of refused to pay what I was going to have to pay for some juice that Stefan's been vaping on. And I don't know if it's just because I'm a cheap son of a bitch and I'm used to paying for cheaper prices and don't want to pay that full price.
Well, you're used to getting it for free is the problem.
Did you ask him for a coupon code?
Or it could be that. It could be any one of those things. But so I was like, it was $60, $70 just for ordering a couple of bottles of juice. And I was just like, man, I don't know. It just didn't set well with me. So I just haven't done it. But then Mr. Garlington hit me up today to say my V Pro got this juice in, and it's like less than half. Because do you realize V Pro is showing 24 something, but it's actually 27 on the site.
It's literally about half the price. I think it was 14 a bottle.
How is that possible?
He must have bought a bulk of that shit. Or I'm about to get some clone shit, and this is going to be the nastiest crap I've ever bought, but...
What I'm saying, like, why would it be more on the actual site that makes the shit? That's weird. Doesn't that seem weird or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because if it was less, then nobody would buy it to sell it on their sites, because why would you bother?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how far deep down the rabbit hole I want to get with that one. Anyway, so yeah, I've got the apple coming and I've got the raspberry coming because those were the two flavors that were kind of like
Mike would love the raspberry.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Which one is that?
It's the Psycho Crueler raspberry.
Oh, from
And the
Vapes.
raspberry reminds me a lot of the raspberry and the raspberry custard that you use.
I should. You know what? I would mean I got his phone number. I gotta give him a call.
Well, dadgummit, see, I should have held out. I should have called him myself, said, look, Mike said to give you a shout. And anyway, the shit's coming. I'm pretty excited to try it because I've really been wanting a good apple one, and I like raspberry too. And if Stefan says it's good shit, I'm hoping that that's what it's going to be. So we will find out here shortly.
It's my favorite apple. Oh, it's so good.
There we go. Look at and hold the presses. You know this show can't be official. Marvin Norton's been here. He's been retracting his messages. I'm surprised he even knows how to do this. Or somebody banned Marvin and he got all his messages erased. I don't know which it might be. But you know he's got to drop one of his smart-ass comments because he's always grouchy as shit. He never wants to say anything nice. And it's normally because he's been laying on that freaking hospital bed all day and probably got massive bed sores on his ass. But anyway, y'all stop what you're doing. Marvin Norton has entered the building. Everybody bow, stop your eating, give him a round of applause, and a big happy birthday for this old piece of shit. We all love you, Marvin.
Do people that old still celebrate their birthday?
I don't know. It's probably sad that he can't tell him how old he is because he's forgotten because he's so old now, but I don't know. See, I'm going all over the map now with shit, and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but if I don't start spitting out the things that I know that's on my mind at the present, I'll forget to say it. But let's go on and get to the title of this. Soldering lug nuts. So, for one thing...
Oh my God, I'm a fucking dummy. I thought it said soldiering.
Oh my God.
Damn.
You know what the funny part is? That's something Mark would have said.
So stupid.
Well, Mark, you got one on Garlic you can hold over his head for a little bit. But, Jacob Garcia, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, hey, y'all, hope your week is going well, too. Blaze Solo and Cat pre-orders. Congrats again, Mike. We're about to get to that, so hold on just for a second.
Yeah.
But thank you for the dono there. So... if y'all are folks that love to do just like soldering all day long, I mean, just like you're going to town at it, and you want one of the finest high input soldering devices, well, Ginger's got a new one coming out. And it's not really that it's something new, but it's redesigned that I think everybody is going to want to jump in on. If you're not a part of his group, you need to go over there and join up. But we have got more of a compact dual 21700 coming from this man. And it's going to be just a little bit larger than the dual 18650 Classic, which is kind of amazing that he got it down that small on a dual 21700.
That is small.
Now, as soon as Mark heard this, normally it would be me saying, hey, I need you to give me one. But Mark was like in a group message said, hey, can you please give me a couple of those? And I promise I won't sell them or give them away or something like that to that nature.
I believe the message says, and I have a screenshot, I want to buy the first one. Thank you.
And he asked if there was a coupon code.
Yes. Got to be a coupon. I'm not buying it.
But those are coming up. I believe pre-sales are going on right now, and it's supposed to be, I think he's in chat, but it might be around the 1st of October that things are going on with it, I believe. So I'll let him
gunmetal.
I'll let him chime in on this one. And then you want to talk about some lug nuts. Folks, if y'all are looking for some of the finest looking lug nuts for your car, what better place to go than to an auto parts store? Mm-hmm. And what auto parts store do we all know? Brad's? Well, he's got the new Blaze lug nuts coming here in the next couple weeks.
It's the solo version.
It's the solo version, which really kind of tightens them things up and makes them look good. So
And it's on the Brad's Facebook group.
this it is. So go over there and check that out. Ginger says yes, October 1st. So yeah, there's a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of shit.
Feels like 4 years ago.
It does. It does. And then, two, I was also notified today by the auto parts store that we still have some of the Mitsubishi Eclipse sitting over there for sale.
Nice.
And we have a few of the Blaze dual carburetors still up on the shelf if y'all are looking for anything right now. So,
Oh, he still has Eclipse duals?
yes.
Oh, nice.
So there's a.
Grim did a video on it.
Oh, did he?
Grim, he absolutely loved it.
Sweet.
I was psyched.
So there you go, folks. If you're looking for them auto parts, you know where to go to now. So hold on. Is that the Angel Gomez in my chat?
Yep, that's him.
This man has disappeared for like forever, so I'm kind of shocked to see. I thought he was like done with us.
Well, ever since the barbecue at Mark's house, he's like vanished, right?
That is
He was
true.
horrified, I think.
I think he's pissed that Mark broke his damn device, and Mark never did shit about it. So I don't know, but
Yep.
I gave him a disposable, and so he could use something.
good Lord, here we go. So other than that, that's like I have messed up. I have given y'all all the big news right up front. Now everybody's going to go running away because now it's time for the normal. Let's talk some shit. Let's get it
Ginger
going.
said use coupon code BOLT25 for an additional $25 charge.
Hell yeah.
Damn, there you go. Look at Omar coming in. Thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, do you get hydrated from vaping most of the time? I asked yesterday, and I was surprised by his answer.
Damn, this motherfucker's still
Do
up.
you get dehydrated from vaping? No.
From who?
Well, let me say this for me. I could find myself getting dehydrated from vaping, but I'm somebody that I always drink a lot of water. I just enjoy drinking water. As you can see right here, I've got a big fat green cup full of it. So I guess I never put myself in that position, but it seems like I've talked to enough people that I've heard them say if they have not drank plenty of liquids and they vaped a lot, they feel dehydrated.
It's usually the people that don't drink water.
True. So,
Me too. I'm constantly on the water kick all day drinking water. That's my main water or iced coffees.
yep.
That's what I drink. And I've never experienced the dehydration thing because I'm always hydrated. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got one other thing.
we
Everybody,
have a celebrity in chat, by the way.
we do. We're putting the brakes on again real quick. We have the top dog celebrity here joining us, Mr. Santos, a.k.a. Fogging Out with the Batman. What is going on, brother? Glad to see you here.
Wow, Angel and Batman in the same chat. I wonder if Angel's going to talk the shit that he usually talks about Batman.
Here we go. See, we're having
You're a
good...
snitch, Mark.
Mark's a snitch and always trying to get some shit fired up with folks. So,
Always talking shit about Batman. All
but I don't know, man. Other than that, I guess we'll just. I have to say this. We had a very, very crazy ass week last week. So what rolled into about Wednesday or Thursday, I believe y'all have all heard about the jogger that was abducted and, then they found her body and all this and that. Well, not too long after they picked this guy up, we got some crazy sumbitch riding around just shooting and killing folks all over the fucking place. And it's the first time that I've lived in this county and there's been basically a county-wide lockdown where, you wouldn't get in trouble for being out. But they didn't want folks out because you didn't know where the sumbitch was at. And he was going to town. But they took and apprehended him. And I will just publicly say this, and I don't care what kind of lashing I get back on it. What I was actually hoping for when the news was there and they got to the point of where he was at, all I wanted to hear was an immensely amount of gunfire where they made him look like Swiss cheese afterwards for all the bullshit that this sumbitch had just done. But that was my take on it. But unfortunately, it ended peaceful. So I guess we can't win them all. But
Do you know the full details about Batman committing suicide?
do what?
Batman tried to commit suicide, apparently.
Oh, shit. I don't know. Do I need to turn my camera off while you give this story?
What did I hear this? I heard this story somewhere. Where did I hear it from?
Oh, well,
I thought-
hold on. I'm just reading a comment. He says, I guess y'all didn't hear I almost killed myself by electrocution. What?
Oh, yeah. He was doing something. He was rewiring something in the rain, and I guess he had a screw in his mouth. He was holding onto a screw, I guess, and the screw touched the wire in the rain, and he got fucking zapped. Or I don't know the exact details of the story, but
Shouldn't have like you shut down the power?
he didn't want to though. He didn't want. He did. I don't know. You got to ask him about that one.
You never work on electrical live unless you're a professional electrician.
When I heard the story, it sounded like something I would do, and I'm like, "There's no way Batman could have done that."
He just said, I lost hearing in my left ear. You still have hearing loss, or you just lost it then? Well, damn, I didn't know all that shit.
That's fucked up. There's Batman. Yeah, Mike. That's true. I don't fuck around. Fuck that. I know how to do electrical, but I still shut everything down. Fuck that.
Hold on real quick. Omar, thank you for the donation there. He says, Mike, I appreciate the suggestion of watching Ozark. Wow.
Yeah, Ozark is badass. You know what? Since we're talking about, we're just starting this off. Any of you guys watch on Netflix Cobra Kai? You know, the Karate Kid thingy?
I started when the very first one came out and watched a few of it, but apparently it didn't hold my interest enough to where I kept watching it. So
I don't know why. I actually loved watching that. I actually season 5 just released, I think yesterday. I binge watched 10 episodes in one day.
Hold on, there's 5 seasons already?
Yeah. This was actually one of the best seasons. Was the season 5 was awesome.
Holy shit.
It's a little corny. The situations are corny, but it's entertaining.
Well, from the way I was watching it, it looked like you were only going to be able to get one season out of it, but apparently that wasn't the case at all if they're on season 5.
Oh no, Cobra Kai, I think, started off somewhere else. I think didn't start off on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
It was YouTube.
No, it was
Yes.
Oh, it was YouTube, yeah.
It was
It
YouTube,
started on YouTube.
and then I think Netflix bought it off them or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bought the rights off it or some shit, and now it's on Netflix. The past 3 or 4 seasons, I think, have been on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
I got you.
There you go. Ray Franklin also binge watched it. It was pretty good. I like watching.
This isn't to one up you, ST, in your story about the jogger, but this happened Sunday night, and I forgot about it until you started talking about it, and I wanted to find the article so that it wouldn't seem like I was bullshitting.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Sunday night, I'm laying down on my couch in my living room watching TV. All of a sudden, I hear some yelling outside. And I can't really make out what's going on, but it's like 11 o'clock at night. Man, what the fuck? So I'm about to get up and go check it out. As soon as I get up, I hear what sounds like a gunshot. And I hear someone start yelling out in pain, like crying. Well, I'm not fucking going out there, right? So I double checked, make sure all my doors are locked. Went inside and grabbed my own carburetor. And I was ready to go, right? Well, nothing happens. It kind of dies down. I'm like, all right. Well, all of a sudden, I look outside because I see something flashing. There's about 5 or 6 police cruisers outside, an ambulance, a fire truck, all kinds of shit. Never went outside, didn't know what it was. Turns out, my next door neighbor, it says, police have arrested a woman for shooting her boyfriend. The incident happened Sunday in the blah, blah, blah block of Lariat Drive. which is in my neighborhood.
Google it, folks.
Police received a call about a disturbance involving a weapon on Sunday. A man told police that his daughter, identified as 30-year-old Jennifer Vargas of Highlands, shot her boyfriend in the shoulder area. Baytown EMS took the boyfriend to the hospital. That's what happened.
Is that a dude?
No, it's the one on the left.
Oh, she ain't bad. I hit it.
But that's what happened the other day.
Wow.
So we had all kind of shit going on.
I had a shooting. I say next door. It wasn't next door. It was close.
Yeah. Damn.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd have been out there live on YouTube.
Well, the thing is, I didn't know if it was like an active shooter scenario. Like, I didn't know what was going on. It could have been, I didn't
Mark
know.
says this now, but I guarantee if this was happening next door to Mark, Mark would be that dude that's like peeking through the blind that barely lifts it up. So if there's people outside looking, they won't see a freaking big ass blind lifted
You
up.
crazy. Mark will be the one trying to get under the bed. I can't get under this thing. Angela, lift the bed up.
I was very glad for a certain amendment that night because immediately I was like, all right, if something's going down, at least I'm ready. You know?
Oh, yeah.
What, with the carburetor?
Oh yeah.
What kind of carburetor you got?
It's a G-Lock carburetor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What model?
I believe it was the 19th edition.
Oh, the
Possibly.
19th edition. Nice.
Yeah.
You gotta love those right there. So
It's a very nice carburetor.
Mm-hmm. I just got one of those carburetors. Mine is the 19X.
Oh, so you got a little bit nicer carburetor than me.
Yeah, thank you.
it holds a little extra fuel in it. So
But I mean, imagine living in a state where you're not allowed to have a carburetor, or you've got to go through so much paperwork to have a carburetor that it makes it almost impossible to get one. And then something like that happens.
and I'll never live in one of those states, thank God. So
That's why you get fuel injection. You don't got to worry about that.
What is a fuel injection in this?
Oh man.
A water gun.
That's code for an illegally purchased carburetor.
Hell.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's been pretty. I mean, it was like there's not too many eye-opening events I have, but that one the other night was like it was pretty eye-opening to, especially because I live there. And, I'm seeing this shit on the fucking news, and it's like, holy crap, man.
Was he a young kid? Like 18?
Yes. So here's another situation with the fabulous judicial system in this freaking country of ours, or maybe it's just in where you're at. But
Yeah, I heard about that.
so this man had attempted murder charges. And when I guess he pleaded down to a lesser charge of aggravated assault or something like that. So they gave him 3 years prison. Now, this is when he was like 17 years old or some shit like that. I might have messed up. But I believe it when he was 16, 17 years old when this happened. So he goes to prison. He only serves 11 months out of his 3-year sentence, and they cut him loose. Now, the thing is, if he'd have served his full 3 years, he'd still be in now, and this shit wouldn't have happened the other day. But the way I kind of see it is, regardless if he did 11 months, 3 years, 10 years, whenever he came out, he was doing it again. He was taking folks down. That's just, it's in some people's nature that they're going to do shit, and it was a ticking time bomb for this one, I feel. So, but unfortunately, he was able to take some folks with him before he ran across just that one particular son of a bitch that you never want to cross up with that gets the first draw on you.
And that person is actually Steven Seagal. Go ahead.
I don't even want to go there with this one right now, but
Yeah, he threw a donut at him. It was-
Oh, so the kid died? I didn't know that.
no. He's alive. No, I've got a feeling, though, this is going to be the one that's going to get a death penalty. Please, I hope he gets that at least, because it's not going to do any good. This is somebody that can't be reformed. So there's no reason to put somebody in life.
That's not true. If he lived in Illinois, like Chicago, they would actually let him out, I think.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
I don't get this world. I can tell you that, man. I just don't get it.
You heard that shit, right?
Yep.
They're not arresting anybody.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even heard that.
But no, they're arresting people, but unless you fall under a certain category of...
which is basically...
You rape or kidnap or steal, you won't get arrested.
Exactly.
So
rape is legal in Chicago?
Yes.
Well, kind of. And basically, this is such bullshit.
There's a reason Mark lives there. I fucking knew it, man.
Hey, I also heard that you get arrested, but you don't go to jail, but you have to go. You get a promise to appear. Now, let's say you don't appear, they come find you and they give you a warning to appear for the next. You still, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all.
Good luck
Might as
with
well
that.
start handing out like those cards.
Get as much crime done as you can.
I know.
I mean, so I guess they've looked at it's like, what is it, San Francisco's laws now to where you can go in and just take what you want out of stores as long as it doesn't come up to 1,000. So you can go in and get you $900 worth of shit and just walk out the door, and all they'll do is give you a ticket for it or some shit if they catch you.
That's fucking nuts.
That's why I've been petitioning for Ginger before the release of the new carburetor. I think he should move his base of operations to San Francisco, and I'll pay a visit there, and I'll pick me up a couple carburetors.
Hell yeah. Oh, man, it just so messed up. So messed up, but other than that, yeah, there's crazy shit always going on. It just keeps getting crazier, and what can you do? And then I get this. I see this morning come over my phone, and I'm trying to kind of make sense of it. So it was like released that we're in a bigger recession than what it was thought to be. And then all of a sudden it comes across like I get a little thing on my app, comes across a little later, says the Dow just dropped like 900 points because of this news that was brought out. Now, this is what gets me. How does the recession, how is this like secret news? How is it that the Dow suddenly drops because this news is really... Everybody knows this shit already.
Well,
That's because certain people were celebrating today that there is no reception. The higher ups, they had a big party.
well, didn't you hear a couple weeks back when our fearless leader said that we were at 0% inflation? 0%.
Well, he meant in his tires.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
His tires.
We work together and it's down to 0. Come on, you're in America.
It's just... That's why I do my best not to try to look at any news anymore, because anytime I see news, it just absolutely, it either makes no sense at all, or it's pointless to look at. I'm in my own world looking at my own shit now, and just like, I don't want to look at this shit anymore. So
Life was so good when I didn't watch the news in the morning. Ever since Angela started turning that fucking TV on, oh God.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah. It's
Legalized crime, 0% inflation, but we're in a recession. All of your stocks are going to go to the fucking ground. If you have crypto, good fucking luck.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, it's the world we live in, obviously, nowadays. And, but sometimes you just think to yourself, the stupid shit I just heard the other day, there's nothing that can top it. And I'll be goddamn, the next day comes around and it gets topped. And it just seems to happen all the time. So
I always like to know though, what's the reasoning behind it? Like whoever, like with this no cash bail thing, like what's the reasoning behind it? There's got to be something.
Oh,
Like,
I can
what's
tell you the reasoning,
what's
but
the
I can't tell you the reasoning on YouTube.
Yeah,
if we go too deep down the rabbit hole over there, I won't have a rabbit hole to go down anymore. But
it's like when I think about the whole like train thing, I'm like, I think like in my mind, I think I can't believe people would do that and put like the entire country on edge. Just I don't know. To me, it's kind of weird. I don't know.
but you think about it though, if you're an employee, you've been an employee for a long time. If your wages aren't moving and things are happening where you're forced to do things like at a job place that typically wouldn't be asked of you to do, you can't just sit there and keep using the excuse, well, shit, I'm glad I at least got a job. You got to be compensated because the companies are being compensated for it, so they should compensate their employees. Now, this is union shit, though, we're talking about, and this happens in unions all the time.
Yep.
But at some point, somebody's got to give back and forth, and if they don't,
Job like to do all that, so they don't. So this
Yeah,
doesn't.
but a part of the weapon that the union has is like a ceasing of operations.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
That's a bargaining chip. I mean, it at a certain point you have to make the companies realize that they're very dependent on their employees doing their job to keep making money. So you have to keep your employees happy. Now, obviously, they can't ask for everything, but that's usually where they come in with some kind of middle ground and they figure it out. So,
Well, they made it seem like it wasn't truly about money. They made it seem like it was, just
Well, you got to think about it, though. For everybody that's outside looking in, you got to have some type of what's the proper word I'm looking for? Some type of humanitarian look to it. Like they want you to feel kind of like, man, they're beating the employees. They're just doing it. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the dollar. Now, I ain't got no problem with it. I mean, if I've been working somewhere long enough and you're still trying to pay me minimum wage, I mean, there's either two things happening. I'm walking or you're paying me my money. One of the two. I'm not just going to keep like taking the shit, but
yeah. Like imagine the example I always give is like if tomorrow they decided, okay, we're raising the minimum wage to $50 an hour. Okay, so somebody flipping burgers at McDonald's is now making $50 an hour. Do you think that anyone in my line of work is going to show up to work the next day making the same or less amount of money as somebody that's flipping burgers at McDonald's? There's no fucking shot.
oh yeah, I wouldn't either. They're actually talking about raising the minimum wage to like $24 or $25. So I would assume everyone else's pay would go up. But I mean,
No, that's not how it works.
I know. But wouldn't you think the companies are thinking like, well, if you want to walk ahead, because we got tons of people out there that are willing to do your job for what you're getting, for our what we're paying.
you know what?
Well,
Hold on before you answer that.
Or you could be easily replaced. I wonder.
I
If
love that you just made that comment. Because when people say that, not meaning you, but when people say that, we've got people that can come in and do this. Those people that they bring in to do it are the same damn people that they're replacing that you can't get service out of in the first place.
Yep.
I quit going along. Well, I still do it from time to time. My job's kind of at a point to where like, sometimes I rush out. I go through a drive-through at lunch. I'm sitting here thinking, I know what you guys are making hourly. And if you were making $3 an hour, I would say, yeah, I might possibly get what I just ordered. But a lot of these guys are making anywhere between $15, $17 an hour. Now, obviously, you chose to work there.
exactly.
You chose to work there. And they're not paying you chump change. You ain't making what an engineer's making, but you didn't go to school to be that. You chose to work at McDonald's. But here's the thing.
McDonald's they'll afford an apartment and a car and all that, which that's not the case.
But here's the thing. When I'm paying you what you're raping me for on prices to go through a drive-through nowadays, And then I mess up and don't look in my bag and get halfway down the road and realize you've completely messed my shit up when it was so easy to do. I feel no sympathy for a lot of these folks. It's kind of like, I don't know, man.
Do you remember when everyone argued that raising the minimum wage wouldn't affect the prices of anything? And now if you go to McDonald's, you pay $15 for a burger. Does nobody put two and two together at all?
I honestly don't even think it's about how much these kids are making. I think honestly it's about them being lazy and stupid as shit. Like they're lazy and they're stupid.
Why would they work? Like the way that it's supposed to work at a business like a McDonald's or a mom and pop restaurant, whatever. You hire 15 fucking people. 14 of those people are going to do the bare minimum to get by. One person is going to go above and beyond. That person is supposed to be in a position to get raises and make more money and move up so that the other people, maybe somebody sees that and says, hey, instead of making $5 an hour, if I do what Timmy's doing over there, I can be making $12 an hour.
Yeah.
The problem there is that those people you're talking about, Timmy, the hard worker, one day you just realize, where did he go? He quit his job. These jobs aren't for you to be working forever. These are jobs.
It's a stepping stone.
Just a stepping stone. This is like a first job thingy.
Yep.
Problem is, Timmy worked hard because he was brought up to be a hard worker to achieve that next step of a better job. The problem is the ones that we have in there working now are basically hashtag team free shit. They just want to get paid good and not do jack shit.
Oh yeah.
And this is how their life is going to be and their next stepping stone.
And it kills any type of work ethic because Timmy, if you're Timmy and you're going to McDonald's to go to work, collect your paycheck, and you're kicking out, you're fucking doing all this shit, and you're getting paid the exact same as the 14 other people that don't do shit. How long until you go, well, fuck it? What's the point?
Yeah.
Well, the other thing to this story is the companies prefer to hire more people and just give them part-time hours rather than just hiring a few people and give them full-time hours so that way they don't have to give them benefits. If they just hired a few good ones and give them full-time, it could be a real job.
It's not also for benefits. It's because the more employees they have, they could cover themselves to where they could switch. Okay, this one here was worthless or this one here quit. We have extra people. Then they could start putting people into emergency full-time and so forth.
Well, too, you got to also remember. Hold on, let me read this real quick. David Blackman, thank you for the donation there. He says, just chilling out, listening to my favorite YouTube show. Kudos. Thank you there, sir. Here's one other thing that you got to factor in all that. When we're talking about businesses like this, you got to remember most of these are 7-day-a-week jobs. I mean, they're open 7 days a week. Some are open 24 hours a day. So you're going to have revolving crews coming in. So like you can't really say I've got a full-time job there unless you're like a manager or some shit. But just like doing the odd and end shit, you can't say, well, I work there from Monday through Friday working 40 hours a week. You know, you're going to have some weird freaking hours.
Exactly.
But two, that's the way a lot of entry level, just starting to work jobs are, because a lot of these kids are still in school and they're trying to get acclimated into the working world. So, you know, they'll be ready. Because, I mean, there's a lot of kids that are going to come out of school that obviously aren't going to college. They're going straight into the workforce.
And it's to have something to put on your resume. It's to have a
Exactly.
referral. And that's why it always frustrates the shit out of me when people are like, how can someone be expected to live on $8 an hour, whatever minimum wage is now, $15 an hour? It's like, you're not meant to. That's not the expectation. That's why it's called the minimum.
Exactly. It's just some wine cooler money. That's all it is at the moment.
Dude, when I worked at minimum wage shop when I was in college, it was to pay for some of my rent and beer on the weekend.
Yeah, that's a job if you're still living at home.
Yeah, exactly.
It comes down to people being fucking stupid, thinking they can work at McDonald's and afford an apartment and a car, which is not the case.
And look, there are people with fucked up situations, and I'm totally sympathetic to that. But I'm just saying that's not the purpose of a part-time minimum wage job. It's not for you to have, one person working part-time minimum wage with 6 kids and a 5,000 square foot house and 3 new cars in the driveway. That's not.
I know. Yeah, it's
It's not how it's supposed to work.
Ray Franklin, thank you for the donation there. He says, I'm going to quit my job and review disposables. I can tell you this, Ray, that is a if you are reviewing disposables, you are making more than everybody on this panel put together weekly. So that's why Mark is where he's at. That's why he's got all these in the 5-digit guitars sitting up on the wall here. You know,
where the fuck are you at?
Brand new homes.
Yep.
The disposable game is kind of slowing down, so I would not quit your job and go for disposables.
Yeah, you might want to leave that.
You're just afraid because you're gonna have competition. That's why you're saying that.
That's why Mark used to be like, he was all for it. If there was people that would come into these private rooms and say, hey, you know what? I see what y'all are doing. It interests me. I think I'd like to give it a shot. And you could kind of tell maybe these folks, they just weren't out for the free shit. They absolutely wanted to maybe kind of play around with YouTube because they thought it might be them. Mark would be all for it. Mark would say, yeah, we'll do it. Man, I'll give you some mentoring and shit. But now that we've come to the disposables and Mark wants to be king, he tells everybody, don't even come close to it. You don't want to fool with this shit because he don't want anybody topping his ass.
Stay off YouTube.
Speaking of guitars, Mark, your favorite band released a new song recently.
I know, I heard.
Oh my God, I seen that shit. I seen that.
And
Tell me that sounds like a sissy song. That's a pretty badass
What was
song.
it?
it's probably the worst song I've ever heard.
It's called San Quentin or something, right? Because they've been playing it on satellite radio like nonstop, and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell?
So fucking bad.
It's heavy though, at least, which is a good indication that the new album's going to be heavy. Hopefully,
the music, but then as soon as that dude starts singing, it's just the worst thing that ever happened.
You know what? You know what I think about every time I see that come on the radio, and obviously I'm changing the station when it does. I think of one person, and it's not even Mark. I think of Ginger out riding around in his sports car and him having Nickel, because he's a kind of in the closet Nickelback fan. If y'all didn't know this,
there is. Where the fuck is?
I think liking Nickelback is the only thing that you still have to be in the closet about. Like, we've accepted a lot of things in society, but Nickelback is not one of them.
I wish I could find out why Nickelback gets the hate it gets from people. The most hated band like ever.
There's probably a lot of reasons there, but Cherokee Vapor says, ST, who can afford McDonald's when they pay $50 an hour? What's the price of a Big Mac? $37.50.
What's going to end up happening is all these businesses, they're just going to shut down because nobody's going to be able to afford to buy burgers and fries, fast food.
You know what?
Yeah.
At some point, sometimes I think, you know what? Maybe all this shit should shut down because Americans sometimes are too spoiled, and maybe we need like a little dash of reality to kind of get us off our our.
Oh yeah, you say that, and as soon as you can't go get your fucking dino.
Oh yeah, no, I bitch and moan, but I'm just saying, maybe we need something like that. Who knows?
You know how many job losses that's going to be?
Oh yeah.
There's a shit ton of jobs out there right now. Nobody wants to take them.
I will say this though, and I'm not like trying to jump around or anything, but again, I'll forget it if I don't say it now. I was a little bit disappointed. So the other day, again, I'm a little late with things. I click on a video. I'm sitting here ready to be just filled with laughter and just like, God, I can't believe he did this. Mark, you disappointed me on that video the other day.
Which one?
Your latest little store video. You've been doing good. And then it's just like, man, you went south on this one, dude.
That chick fucked up my whole, I had a vibe going, and that bitch just ruined it for me. Like, oh, you fucking. Every person I looked at in that store, I thought they were going to say something, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, she fucked it all up for me that day. I should have slapped that bitch on camera.
I don't watch that.
He'd record you and just.
Ever since the wobbly video, I'm afraid to turn on and watch your videos.
Make it even
Last time
worse.
I watched that video, I got seasick. I was in the bathroom vomiting.
Afraid to have some seizures off of that shit, man.
Yeah.
Thought I had turned on a fucking Jason Bourne movie with all the fucking camera
Right?
cuts.
Oh shit. So yeah, you
ST, you gonna get you one of these?
heck no. But I know who's got them.
Auto parts store?
Yes, they do.
Ooh.
Yes, they do.
Did you see that shit, Mike?
Ooh, shit.
Yes. You know that I knew about this device before even Bogan did his presentation video. And he messaged me he was going to send them to me for a video. Vapors Cloud. And then he messaged me and says, "Oh, we've shipped it out, whatever." And he told me I'm sending you an extra board so you could do a board swap in the video if you want to. All right, cool. Can I ask them, can you give me the tracking number? He hasn't answered me. He saw me say that. He hasn't answered me back. And that was like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. So maybe I'm not getting it. Maybe he lied to me, or maybe he sent it to the wrong person, or maybe he thought I was somebody else. I have no clue.
Or maybe the mod sucks really bad and they don't want you to tell the truth about it.
That could be. That could be.
Yeah, I am officially on the payroll. That's why.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Stefan's been paid to say he likes it.
But hold on. Let me ask this. So we know that he's been using it for at least a week now. So is it that good, or you just because, or is it because you spent your hard-earned money on it that you feel that you have to use it?
Spent my money on it. I got these things coming in on pallets.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'd take that back then.
No, I really fucking like it. But I like Boro stuff, you know.
Well, that is true.
And this is like a nice little beater I can take to work and not have to worry about it. And I don't have to refill
Yeah.
like ever, you know. I like it a lot. I haven't had any leaking problems, nothing.
And Mike's got the pager in full
What is
swing.
That
Look at
looks
this
like a
shit.
cassette player. What is that?
Mike was showing us this the other day.
It's in a fucking beeper case or holder.
It's a pager,
Oh, is it a pager?
but
It's a billet box, isn't it?
it's a billet box pager.
That's a mod?
Yes.
What the fuck?
What is that?
We got some more cable action going too. Everybody's going to cables.
It comes with this.
Oh my god.
It's a billet. It's a billet box style thing. That's the bridge. It's a mesh.
That's
Oh,
a pager right
man.
there. That's a pager. Wow, that looks just like a page.
So
That's pretty cool.
Mike's already sent a few like selfie pics to me where he was walking around town and got the pager kind of hanging out of his pocket, waiting for the call to come in. But, oh man.
Do you? The new RDA for Vaping V2 dropped today. Is
I
Mike
seen that.
review it? The RDA for Vaping. Oh, there's a V2 on that bad boy?
Yes.
There is.
Ooh, look at
I
this.
think they changed up the airflow on it or something.
They did. They changed the airflow rings. It's no longer the 3 holes. It's like a slot, and it comes with 3 airflow rings with different size slots. And then they added an O-ring so that it would help with the seeping. It's supposed to get rid of the seeping. And then instead of it being a threaded top cap, it's a quarter turn, quick release.
Now the first one was damn good. I liked it. I know I used that one quite a bit, but yeah, I was kind of curious.
Cherokee, no, I will not be reviewing it. I've never been contacted to review it, so I probably won't review it.
Who makes it? Coil Turd? Or
shocked.
who designed it? Coil
Coil
Turd?
turd.
Yeah.
Coil Turd, I know you're watching. Send me one. If someone goes, tell Coil Turd to send me one.
Mark won't even charge for this one. He wants two. He wants one that he can show on camera, and then the other one that he can vape on.
Coil Turd, I'll do it for free.
Wow, those words you will very rarely ever hear right there. So
I sound like he was doing him a favor.
Yeah, I know.
Coil turd, I won't even charge you if you'll just send it to me.
And Coil Turd's probably sitting there going, "Who is this dude? I have no idea."
Dude doesn't even know how to fucking build an RDA. What the hell does he need one for?
ST's boy, Grim, did a video on it.
I thought
think
that
Grim
was
and
your boy.
Bogan did a video on it.
Oh, so we've got a couple of videos out on it floating already?
Yep.
Hold on. How is it that didn't get in your hands, Mike?
Maybe there's something wrong with it, and they don't want me to state it. My pros and cons.
Yep.
I don't know. You
Always-
never know. There could be. There's all kinds of reasons.
That's kind of strange that one didn't pop up in your hands right there.
I always think that like with the bigger reviewers, not myself, like why don't they get certain things but other people do? And I always wonder, like, is it because he might be truthful about it?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not saying that the people that reviewed it. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason to it, but who knows? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I have enough on my plate.
I got nothing on my plate. Coil Turd, send me one.
Did I see this correctly too? I could have swore the other day when I was scrolling through the good old FB. Does Jay have a new disposable coming out?
Jay who?
Hayes.
Oh, Hayes? Huh?
He vapes disposables?
I don't.
Someone said that, but I thought they were joking.
I thought I seen something on a Facebook post, but I wasn't certain what it was and just didn't kind of think any more about it. But now that I'm thinking of folks that are like, still involved in stuff,
Why not? He's gonna make good money off it.
It's a $500 disposable, and only random people can get it.
It's a $500 disposable. If you want a chance to buy one, you have to be a Patreon for 6 years.
You gotta
in
be
the $100 a month tier, and then there's a randomizer every decade.
It's like perfect too.
I mean, but actually, if you think about it, it's perfect time to put one out because folks buy all this shit up.
Yeah, there's only 1,000,001 disposables on the market.
Yeah, but I mean, you think of how many there are. There's a reason for it because they all sell.
Yeah, but
QP Design is making a disposable.
oh my god, really?
Yeah, I saw that on their website. They do have disposables now.
Wow, everybody's getting in the game.
I guess so.
No, he's saying that they're making what Jay Hayes' disposable.
Oh.
Oh, QP's making it?
I don't know if that's what Matthew Howell was.
The designed in Canada but made in China, folks.
Mm-hmm.
He's using his own liquid. What do you mean he's using his own liquid?
Oh,
So-
Jay Hayes has an e-liquid line. It's going to be with his liquid line disposables, I think.
Well, damn.
I think that's what they're saying here.
Oh, so it's his liquid in somebody else's device that's being made, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe
I don't know.
I'm completely confused now, but
Now,
Well, that's what
speaking-
Jay said. Okay, so yeah, so I guess QP Designs is making the disposables with Jay's liquids in it, the Hayes liquid line.
okay.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's interesting.
Damn.
Speaking of disposables, I was gassing up my truck this morning on the way to work,
Uh-oh.
and it
Go ahead.
what?
No, I was going to say.
No, I didn't buy one. It played a commercial on the gas pump, and it was a Views commercial, and it said, "Are you tired?" It was something like, "Are you tired of always having to throw away your disposable vape? Why not upgrade to a more luxurious form of vaping?" And it was for Views. So now they're using the disposables as like a marketing way to sell more like Views and blue type stuff in the gas station, which is.
You know what? That's something else. I have not been in an actual gas station, and I can't tell you how long. So I don't know what's in gas stations anymore. As of like when you would walk up to a counter, and I know you'd have like cigarettes behind you and all that. So I'm guessing now they've got disposable type shit hanging up there too, and I guess a plethora of shit now. But
Yep.
Mark, you still go in the gas stations, don't you? Like getting those hot dogs and shit been rolling around all damn night and day.
I buy my cigarettes actually from the gas station. I'm emailing Coil Turd to see if I can get a free
Oh
RD.
my God.
Oh my God.
Leave it to Mark. Leave it to
You know
Mark.
he's good friends with Homeboy. You know that,
Is
right?
he?
Yeah, you should tell him, hey man, I talked to Homeboy. He reached out to me. He said you were going to send me one of those RDA.
I can guarantee you, if Mark could screen share right now, the sentence opens up, hey, I'm a good friend of Mike Vapes. Is there any way I could review this RDA for you?
You got a coupon code for that RDA?
I'm like, do you remember the vape team? Do you know?
And he's probably,
Like I put Mike Vapes on the map. My name's Mark Fagan.
Just tell him, look, I'll do it for free. It's going to get a perfect review, and you'll sell tens of units because of my review.
No, hippie, that would be Mike. He's probably got a garage full of Teslas. See, I don't have to go to a gas station because I can go to Costco where the cheapest gas is and get my gas there.
Fuck Teslas. You crazy? Not me.
It's what the world seems to be coming to.
Nah.
Everything seems to be going
Yeah,
electric.
it's funny how California wants to like get rid of gas vehicles and make everything electric vehicles. Meanwhile, aren't they having like serious problems there with electricity?
Yeah, they actually just came out a couple weeks ago and said, please stop charging your electric cars. It's draining our grid.
It's like, what? Make up your mind. Which one is it?
I love watching California just like
Such an upside down state.
Don't people complain about the cost of replacing the battery on an electric car? Isn't it like fucking thousands of dollars?
Here's the thing.
Over 20 grand.
To my knowledge, I don't know. I've never seen a battery replacement for these. But here's something else. If you ever start looking at used vehicles and you see a used Tesla for sale, you think if it's like 5-6 years old, how long is the longevity of those batteries going to be left in that vehicle? And they're still trying to sell these things for damn near the price of what they are new. And it's like, man, there ain't no way in hell I'd buy a used Tesla.
No, never.
Did those hybrid cars ever take off? Like the gas and like electric and gas? Kind of
Yeah, isn't it the Prius? Isn't it like the only one that was like that, I think, or some shit?
I'm surprised they weren't popular.
a guy at work bought one of those Teslas a couple of months back, and he has said that like the range is so shit compared to what they say that you get. Like you're supposed to get like close to 300 miles or something on a charge. He maybe gets between like 100 and 150 miles. That's like not even fucking close.
Big Vic says, don't use your AC between 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. during a heat wave. Exactly. I don't know, man.
You literally couldn't pay me to live in California. There's no shot.
Well, I did look at this the other day. Again, I just like looking at vehicles for sale. I always kind of just seeing the new shit out there. So I happen to see that one of the new Lightnings just hit the lot here, and that's the Ford full electric truck. And it's got the extended battery in it. The outside of it's pretty nice looking, but again, it's they wanted $90,000 for this freaking truck, and I'm just like, dude, if I'm dropping 90, I'll drop an extra 10 and buy me a TRX Dodge Ram that drinks gas like there's no tomorrow.
I could buy a brand new house and a car in the trailer park and still have money left over.
Oh, you'd have a lot of money left over. You could buy 2 trailer parks out with that.
Oh shit!
Right, 2 trailer parks and a car, and still have like 87 grand left over. That's crazy.
I think so. That Ford, that Lightning, it looks pretty cool. The features it has.
It looks cool, but I'm just.
If you're in construction, or you like to go and do like what do you call it, camping and shit like that, it's just a perfect vehicle for that.
It's also badass that you can use it as that generator in like a storm situation or something.
You can power your home with it.
Dude, I understand there's a lot of vehicles out there that are way over that price tag. But you think about where we're at now in this world, and even on gas trucks, when you're into the $90,000 to $100,000 price range on a vehicle, and knowing that seriously is, in some areas in this world, you could still buy a fairly decent starter home for that price. It makes no sense. But
I don't know what area you're looking at for a starter home. Jesus
well,
Christ.
I'm saying, well, you're like really in certain areas for shit like that.
Oh, you want a 1,500 square foot house? Awesome. 350 grand.
it's hard to wrap my head around some of the price tags that are placed on these vehicles that are for sale. Because too, I sit here and think, this is not something that you're investing in that carries you up to the day you die. This is something you're buying for the next, what, maybe 5 years, and you'll trade it in on something else. So,
Dude, it's everything. Like, think about how expensive everything is now. The iPhone 14 just got announced, right? If you want the biggest, baddest fucking model, I think it's over $1,500 or some shit like that. And then you want to get your new Apple Watch with it, right? So if you get the badass Apple Watch, that's
800.
almost almost
800 for
$1,000.
the watch, and I think
800.
the phone is 1,800.
You got to be fucking
You're
smoking.
looking at $2,500 for a
What?
phone and a watch.
Phenom's like, that ain't shit.
And Ron shows me his order list. He bought one of everything.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna camp out behind Ryan's fucking dumpster, and just when he starts throwing shit out, I'll take it.
And Ron won't use a damn bit of it. He might use the phone, but the rest of it will sit in boxes, and he'll just keep looking at the shit. So,
It's just crazy. $2,500 for your phone and your watch, $90,000 for your vehicle, $400,000 for your house. You have to have like 500 grand just to get started.
Hey, it's nuts.
I don't know, man. I just don't. It's crazy to look. I guess because I'm somebody that's been like vehicles have always been an interest to me, and I've always enjoyed for the length of time I've had an internet to do search on vehicles and stuff. To watch where we used to be to where we're at now, it's crazy how much prices has jumped. But
For a fucking car. Unbelievable.
oh, I do know this though. I do know Ginger. Ginger, he bought a pallet of the phones and the watches because I think what he's doing every time you get one of these new soldering devices he's got coming, he's going to surprise. Like I think it's like 10,000 people with possibly a new iPhone 14 in their package. So y'all definitely want to make sure you get your orders in over there.
Yeah, and he said that he was going to do a randomizer,
Yep.
and one lucky winner is going to get a free Tesla Plaid Edition. Thank you, Ginger.
Look at Mark. Mark's already putting his
Oh.
order for his new iPhone.
No, what's it? Didn't Ginger bought that new car today? And
Oh, that new Porsche?
Oh, he bought a new Porsche.
Yes, he did.
just bought this, so he must be doing pretty well.
It seemed kind of funny that he just dropped a new device and all of a sudden he's at the dealership picking up a new.
Oh, yeah, the dealership. This is his fucking garage. Look at the cars in this goddamn garage. He's got like fucking. Look at that.
Hold on.
that-
Let's be serious. It's kind of funny that he's picking up a $200,000 Porsche and this device just went out on the
Well,
market.
y'all, he told y'all the name of the device, right? It's called the car payment. It's-
The car
it's- yeah.
Garage is bigger than my fucking house.
Now, you know what? There's one thing that I can't stand in these comments is when I see lies. And Marvin Norton seems to be one of the biggest liars tonight. He says, I'll keep my 2003 Toyota in my bank account. Marvin, you haven't had a vehicle from 2003. Your last vehicle was like from 1969. It was like a Maverick or some shit. And it's rusting away. So you hadn't drove in forever.
His first car was the Model T.
I love Marvin. Marvin's so fun to mess with. Me and Marvin are we're going to have to do us a little live show together here if I could ever get a hold of his nurses and have them navigate his way onto this shit.
No habla. There's no words attached to that photo, Ginger. I believe the message said, "Check out my garage."
There's a billboard in the back that says "Boxer Life."
Yep.
You gonna see
Yeah.
it? There's a big sign.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yes, Ray. So I'm one of the fortunate ones, and I know there's a lot of Apple haters out there, but I did go to iOS 16 yesterday, but there was a couple of people trying to do the update, and they thought they needed to do the old update just to do a new one. I won't mention any names, but there is one person on this panel that's sitting here. But anyway,
No, it's this way.
Now, you do realize we're probably destroying Ginger's business by telling people that he just brought a brand new $200,000.
Actually, to tell you guys the truth, if you guys see Rich's vehicle, it's pathetic. He
Yeah,
drives what is it, a 1981 Yugo?
Something like that. It's
Yeah. He calls it a collector's car.
it is pretty pathetic to see him living in that mansion driving that Yugo, but
Yep.
some people are like that. Some people are like that, but all right.
I just installed iOS 16, Ray, so please don't say anything.
We're about to wrap this shit up. Y'all got any final words of wisdom for these fine people today? Because I'm just about out of info right now. Again, though, on a serious note, definitely go check out Ginger Industries if you're into the soldering game, because the new one that's coming out is going to be pretty damn awesome, and it's coming.
I'm
quick.
excited for that. I love the size of that. It's gonna be perfect.
The size is badass on it. And two, don't forget, if you want some prestigious lug nuts for your car, go check the new Blaze Solo out from our Brad's Auto Part dealer. Those will be coming. And then two, Brad's has also got some Mitsubishi Eclipse still on the lot. And he still has a few carburetors up on the shelf, the Blaze Duels. So,
Oh, can I make a shout out?
yes, shout it out.
Yes. Today, I think, was the first video I saw from a reviewer for the Blaze Solo. It was Ambitions Vapors.
Oh, snap.
Fucking Debbie. My man, Ambitions. And it was a gush fest.
Really?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Well, nice.
Gush fest of a video over the RDA.
That's good.
Thank you, Derek.
There you go.
I mean, you
There
can
go.
just look at it and tell that it's going to be fucking amazing.
Well, yeah, if anyone's interested in this right here, send me an email. Thank
Hold
you.
on. I thought that you had that wrapped up already.
No, the person who was going to get it may not.
They
Yeah.
backed out.
You're selling it already?
Yeah, I don't like the battery door. I hate the battery door. Hate the battery door.
I tell you what,
Just
though,
keep the just keep the batteries in and just charge it.
Technically, you could do that, I guess.
Mike, I know you're about to get this probably within the next 30 minutes to an hour, but you will have an email coming to you because somebody's going to email you about asking if they can do a review for you if you will send out some lug nuts. And unfortunately, that's going to be Mark because he's not even going to think to change his name or what he's doing. He's going to act like he's hitting you up like he doesn't know you.
I hit up Coil Turd. So what? I bought stuff from that dude before. I've supported him.
What have you bought from Coil Turd? Tell me.
And he sent me. I could have swore he sent me his last RDA, and I did a video on it.
I like how you say you could swore that you've done something, but then you said you've done a lot of things for him.
He did buy a product from Coil Turret. At my recommendation,
Yes.
he bought
Oh.
the Boule Bolu juice. And
That is correct.
baked like 6 bottles of it and then said he didn't like it.
And he vaped all the bottles.
All the bottles.
He
He
hated
hated
it,
it.
but he loved it.
Still hate it.
How can you vape 6 bottles of that shit and then decide all of a sudden you hate it?
It was one of those love-hate things. It's like, man, I hate this shit, and just keep vaping it. Like, god damn it. I don't know. It was the weirdest shit.
Probably why he didn't send you the RDA.
Probably not. Probably right.
And then too, if y'all are interested in this new the shit that Stefan's got over here, the Juice Wise,
Oh,
my V Pro, I guess you can check that shit out right there. So
use code Stefan. It'll take 0% off your order.
it won't do shit for you except mess up everything else that you're trying to do.
I just did the update batch, so I haven't even touched the phone yet to see what the difference. ST's had it for a day, so he could tell you what's is it worth it or not.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's got some pretty cool things on it. I mean, it's like I've told a couple of people, you'll do the update and the phone really won't look any different. You've got to go in and start making the changes and find it. A lot of times you'll see like a new makeover when you do an update, but this is one that you've got to figure. The best thing to do is do like I did. While I was waiting for mine to update, there was already people that had posted videos up that quick, and I was looking at the little tips and tricks of some of the new shit you can do, and it's there's some cool things on there, but it ain't groundbreaking or no shit like that. But
How do you pull the
All right, well, we're going to end this shit right before you get too deep into this because
Do a how-to iOS 16.
we
video.
should do a dual video this weekend on how to, and I guarantee it'll get a shit ton of views. You want to do that?
How much the iPhone's a fucking big piece of shit.
Oh, okay, well, then I guess we won't do it. Anyway, all right, folks, we're out of here. We will catch y'all next Tuesday, and I guess the biggest question to ask real quick, Mark, are we going to try to hit a decent store this weekend?
Yep, we're going to a pretty ghetto store in Chicago that hopefully I don't get shot at.
Oh, well, then this will be a good one then. So hopefully something good will come out of that deal, like him getting his ass kicked or something. But all right, folks, we're out of. Y'all have a good one. We will see y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.
That nice smooth outro right there. Should I do a big shout out to everybody, like name by name, since it's over with now, or should I have I done that at the beginning?
In the beginning.
Yeah, I don't do shout outs anymore. I can't afford it anymore.
Son of a bitch.
I do see Ashley out there. How you doing? See Douglas. Douglas is pissed because Douglas has been brainwashed into believe that Android is better.
I don't know. After owning this recent iPhone, kind of make me kind of hate iPhone. It just, I don't know. It's ugh.
Oh, hold on.
Stuff and all kinds of shit.
And this piece of shit, Marvin is fired up tonight. So Glenn's pissed off. He's got his bipolar shit going on. He'll say something nice here in a minute. We got Ruben, good old Ruben. We got 1911. He's wondering about Haley. I think Haley passed last night, right?
No, not yet. She's still kicking.
But she's getting close to it though, right?
It kind of looks like it, to be honest with you.
You did take a little pet life insurance out on her, didn't you?
I wish.
Yeah,
I wish.
Yeah, you'd be just buying more shit you don't need. Oh, all right, folks. We